Hello, and thank you for watching this January 11th weather update, brought to you by Agrible, the makers of Morning Farm Report. My name is Eric Snodgrass, and I'm a senior atmospheric scientist and co-founder of Agrible. In last week's forecast video, we discussed the return of bitterly cold air in mid-January. The weakening of the polar vortex has allowed cold air to spill south out of the Arctic, sending temperatures to the lowest they have been since the beginning of last March. This map shows Sunday evening temperatures across the United States. The cold air pouring into Minnesota and Wisconsin is racing across these states and passing over the warm waters of the Great Lakes. This animation shows those winds on Sunday night. A large dome of high pressure pushed south over the weekend into the south-central United States. The west winds flowing across the lakes are a part of the cold air outbreak that accompanies this high-pressure system. These winds feed into the backside of a strong low-pressure system over eastern Canada. Even though the surface cold front has moved into the open waters of the Atlantic, plenty of precipitation is falling behind this front. Whenever strong, cold winds like these blow across the unfrozen Great Lakes, the air is modified. It warms and picks up a lot of moisture and forms bands of shallow cumulus clouds that produce a lot of snow. This radar animation shows these bands of lake effect snow. Regions downwind of the Great Lakes are expecting several inches of snow this week due to the lake effect process. Forecasting the exact location of the heaviest bands is challenging, but expect big snow totals due to the enormous contrast between the lake temperature and the air temperature. To show you just how much the lakes modify the cold air, this map shows the surface air temperatures in Wisconsin and Michigan. On the Wisconsin side, temperatures range from -5 to -20 degrees Fahrenheit. By the time this air warms up as it goes over Lake Michigan, it has warmed 20 degrees. Now, cold air will dominate the eastern half of the country this week. This map shows temperature anomalies, which are differences from normal, for midweek, as a second round of very cold air pushes through on Tuesday, lasting through Thursday morning. Expect single-digit temperatures for overnight lows across most of the Corn Belt on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Temperatures do moderate by the weekend and return to near average for this time of year, though. Looking at this week in terms of precipitation, this animation shows surface air pressure, precipitation intensity, and type through next Sunday. A low-pressure system develops over the Great Lakes on Tuesday, bringing more snow to the region. As this low progresses to the northeast, temperatures will be cold enough to support snow in most locations, except those right along the coast. While midweek looks dry across the Corn Belt, we need to watch the end of the week very closely. Current forecasts suggest a system forming in the central United States and tracking from Kansas toward the Great Lakes. The position and timing will change a bit, but this will be our next big rain and snowmaker for the central states. Right now, it is forecast to produce rain east of the Mississippi River and snow to the west, but this could change. Florida is under the gun toward the end of the week, too, as a low-pressure system brings quite a bit of rain there, too. Meanwhile, the west coast continues to receive regular rainfall and snow, which is desperately needed. Here is the total accumulated precipitation for the next 10 days. We can clearly see how Florida and the west coast are going to be quite wet. Given how wet the last 7 days have been for these two states, there is the potential for more flooding. This map shows the last 7 days of precipitation in terms of the percent of normal. Southern California has been a washout, but even though flooding has been an issue, these rains are filling reservoirs and making a dent in the drought. The rains in San Diego have been causing quite a lot of problems for Lamborghini owners. This one fell victim to the rising floodwaters from last week. This video went viral as a Lamborghini Gallardo impersonated James Bond's Lotus Esprit from The Spy Who Loved Me. Amazingly, the car made it and did not stall. Honestly, I don't know what this person was thinking. That's a $200,000 car. Well, on that note, let's turn our attention quickly to Brazil. I have expressed concern over dryness in Mato Grosso now for several weeks. In the last few weeks, though, especially in the last few days, regular, heavier rains have returned to that region. The latest precipitation graphs are shown here for the northern and southern growing regions. As we have been talking about, the southern growing regions have been doing quite well this year. Well, as always, we at Agrible bring you the latest and best weather forecast information through our morning farm report so that you can efficiently plan your operations. We thank you for your attention and hope you look forward to our next weather video update. Thank you.